Hey everyone, I'm just taking a short time to do a quick video. I'm outside of the Delbert Day Center here in Rolla, Missouri for Jerry's radiation therapy. Um, she's going to be in there for a good 30 to 45 minutes depending on how long it takes to do the treatments. She has to do two different treatments, so two different machines. Um, that's all I know. After hearing the orderly, or don't know what he is. I don't know if he's just one of the guys that comes around and shuffles people or rolls people into the treatment room. I'm not sure what his title is, but he's a good guy. He's been friendly. He's the same gentleman that Jerry was, that was there when Jerry came through the first time, a couple months ago. I am kind of anxious because sometimes when she gets done with those treatments, she can be a little tired, sore, and sometimes cranky. I'll try to get a picture of the building because I don't know how to. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on a second, folks. There you go. Hopefully you guys see that picture. That's the building she's in. I had a nice little conversation with my cousin Pam here on YouTube, and it looks like we're both wanting to try our best to get back on the right foot and settle any disputes. Pam can either tell Mom to give me to let me have your number so we can talk over the phone and not have to have difficulties with my spelling and typing abilities. I've been having some issues with my different applications. So I apologize to everybody if there's any issues with your messages getting through or missing, because I noticed yesterday, or actually I should say this morning, when I was looking at the different comments, there was a couple replies that I had made to various people that disappeared. Not only did those comments disappear, but the person I was commenting to, that comment disappeared as well as mine. I don't know if it's my phone or something I might have accidentally done, not realizing what I was doing in a half asleep, half awake state of being. I know I should probably not do anything with YouTube when I'm not even fully awake. But today has been a really crazy day, just to put it mildly. Sorry if you guys are disturbed because you're looking up my nose. I just don't want to be like shaky and having my camera all wobbly. Let's see if I can do something here. Straighten that. There we go. Maybe I can hold it on without blocking the camera with my thumb. First woke up about 8:30ish or so. Didn't feel like waking up. I had a little bit of sleep. Not a little bit of sleep. I had a little bit of trouble sleeping. I think I woke up at like 3:30ish or so, partially because of Mother Nature knocking at the door, and I'm not trying to make fun of my wife, but she snores, and when she's having sinus issues because she hasn't cleaned her nose properly before going to bed, that can be an issue. So I ended up going into the guest room to try to get some more sleep. Ended up staying up until almost 4:30. So I got maybe an extra 4 hours of sleep before my alarm woke me off. Woke me up. See, this is what's probably causing some of the issues with understanding me, is I tend to think too fast but not talk fast enough, or vice versa. They're honest mistakes. Like I said, to one person, me and Jerry don't write scripts. It's straight from our heart, straight from our brain, doing our best to do videos. I do want to address a couple of the concerns that I seen pop up on my feed, on my message area, about the inconsistencies. Now, I can understand some of the inconsistencies because, like I've said before, Jerry Ann and I are two different people, and we have our own thought formulation, our own way of putting things out there and discussing things on camera. We don't always communicate with each other what we're going to say because nothing's written. There's no scripts. It just comes from our hearts, from our minds. And if there's any kind of inconsistencies, I would like people to either communicate with us about those inconsistencies so we can try to correct them. That way there's not a problem of people coming up with this whole they're making stuff up or anything like that. I've already sent a message on Dee's channel asking to just talk if there's anything that she has a concern about that may be an inconsistency. I'm actually going to try to find a way to contact Diane privately, so I can send her my my telephone number, or any way she can speak to me privately through Facebook Messenger or something along that line. That way we have a better line of open communication between the two of us. Even Jerry's willing to communicate, even though Jerry will not be the one to start the conversations because she doesn't feel like she has anything to prove. And to me, it's not about proving anything. It's about making sure that people who influence other people, like Diane, to have all the right information so there is no inconsistencies. Jerry's more than willing to answer questions if Diane comes to her via Instagram. That's how they communicated last night, to talk to each other. I know it will be difficult for all parties involved, me, Jerry, Diane, Pam, and anybody who wants to politely, calmly come and talk to us without a closed mind or an attitude. I'm the same way. I'm willing to, if I go to read a message and it seems to have attitude, I kind of get on the defensive. It's just an automatic response with me. I don't know why. It's been that way all my life. But if you come to me and talk to me calmly and politely with no aggressive attitude or putting out what seems to be aggressiveness, I can try my best to answer your questions. I might not have all the answers, and if I do not have the answers, I will say I don't have the answers. I'm sorry. Now, we looked at our paperwork, and what might have looked like the word prostate in the beginning was not prostate. I cannot remember what the word was, but it looked like prostate at first glance, but when you actually stare at it and look at it for a while, you realize it does not say prostate. I think it says procedure or something else along that line, but not prostate. And yes, I can understand where that would cause a lot of confusion, because people make errors. It is, it is human to be, to have errors, to have misconceptions or misunderstandings. It's all part of being human and trying to learn how to communicate with each other without a lot of, ups and downs or squabbles or whatever. Excuse me for 1 second. I had my air conditioner up high to cool me off, and now I'm starting to get a little chilled. So let's turn it down, and maybe I won't have to talk so loudly. Tomorrow is going to be a very busy day, so I don't know if Jerry-Ann or myself will be able to do a vlog. The main reason is we have to be in St. Louis by 11:45, something like that. So we have to leave the house at like 8 o'clock because they want us to be there like half an hour early. So they want us to be there like 10:30. So we have to leave here by at least 8, which means getting up at 7 and downing a cup of coffee and getting dressed and all that fun stuff. One of Jerry's besties is coming up here for her birthday. So since we're all going to be in St. Louis at about the same time, her friend is either going to take an Uber or something like that to the hospital where Jerry-Ann will be, or we're going to try to find the best place or best way to get her here to Rolla. Whether she waits at the airport or my Aunt Sue has offered to pick her up in hopes that we can stop by and visit Aunt Sue. But the thing is we have to be back here in Rolla no later than 3 o'clock in the afternoon because Jerry has another radiation session. They want her to do a radiation session today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday because the offices are closed over the weekend. And I was just like, honey, are you sure you want to do, radiation sessions back to back? And she goes, yes, I want to get this done as quickly as possible so I can start walking, which I fully understand. I mean, she's been in bed partially by order, partially by decision, to get as much bed rest as possible. And it's not that they demanded she does bed rest. It's more along the lines of no pressure, no weight bearing on her right leg until it gets better, and then we'll see what what happens. And that was 3 months ago. Actually, that's been since the beginning of her being home, over 8 to 10 months ago. Is basically they don't want her to put any weight bearing on her leg. And oh fudge, I have no water in here. And anytime that she is sitting more than a 30-degree angle, they want her to have that back brace on, which she's getting really tired of, because a lot of times, depending on the seats or where she sits or what she does, that brace causes everything from pinched skin around her hips, her underarms, pressure on her underarms, pressure on her hips, including the right one, which is the bad hip, basically. So it's a real pain in the butt. So she'd rather spend as much time in bed, but she has been, because she's so tired of being in bed, she has been more and more being upright, either in her chair in the bedroom next to the bed, or in her wheelchair or something like that in the craft room. She is trying to get up and out and try to be more active, because she's just sick and tired of being in that bed. And I don't blame her, because I have hyperactivity, the adult version of hyperactivity and attention deficit. And with the way things have been going, literally just bam, 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 we're just getting hit left and right with one thing or another, whether it's medical necessities or personal issues or stressors from the YouTube community. Just one thing or another has literally been dropping on top of us. And I'm not blaming anybody for any of the things that have been going on, because it's just When is it going to stop? When is the aches and pains going to stop for Jerry? When is she going to be able to start walking again? When is she going to be able to do what she wants to do and roam freely throughout the house and get in the car to just take a drive, take a ride out to Springfield for, shits and giggles, or go out to eat, or go up to St. Louis to visit my aunt, or whatever. We had high hopes that by this time in July, we could have been, car camping, van camping, whatever you want to call it, and being able to go see friends and family members, Texas, Florida, New York, Ohio, Arizona, Minnesota, maybe gotten to go through the Grand Canyon, or not the Grand Canyon, Yellowstone, but Mother Nature said, nope, you're not going to Yellowstone this year. We're going to, tear the roads apart and flood it. So, yeah, that would have been a no-go. But miles to go over to Washington State to see my cousin Matt that I haven't seen in years. A lot of my Henson family that live out west never got to make it to our wedding. So it's like I want to take Jerry out to Arizona and Washington State so she can meet the other half of the Hensons. I literally, wanted to go meet and, face-to-face talk with Pam before all this hit the ceiling. I still want to do it, not just because of the sake of trying to make peace, but the sake of sitting down, the three of us sitting down and trying to have an open, friendly conversation to... Sorry, I thought I heard a noise, but I'm listening for like my wife's phone, my wife to call me and say I'm done, but I've got at least another 15-20 minutes, but she's got her iWatch so she can page me. But a lot of people are saying that we're doing certain things that just aren't kosher, and I'm like, what exactly are we doing? And people wanted to say, well, you both have iWatches, you both have iPads, you both have iPhones. What a lot of people don't realize is it's been a couple Christmases since I gave her the iWatch and she gave me the iPad. It's been a couple Christmases since I got my iWatch and her iPad. It's been a couple years, spread apart to accumulate the funds to buy these items. And yes, they are big ticket items, and we watch for sales. Jerry is very good at thrift shopping, watching for those sales, looking for those coupons, looking for those special codes to get discounts on web pages or web ordering or whatever. But we have, we have a lot of fancy tech and whatnot, but it's taken us a good 6+ years, to my mind, to get these items. This past Christmas, I got her the iWatch on a major discount. I got it for half price of what it would normally be. She got me the iPad on discount through QVC with coupons. We watch for those things. But now we're more focused on, this past Christmas, I think probably was going to be our last big hurrah on big ticket items, because we got medical to deal with. We've got her chemotherapy that she might be starting soon. She's got the radiation started up today. I actually had to call 2 different places that contacted me through Indeed.com, saying that they got my application and they want to set up a time for an interview. And I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that this week because of her radiation therapy, her bestie coming in to visit until next Monday. I didn't didn't say I'm declining, but I just can't do it right now. So I gotta try to find a way to I haven't called them. Sorry. If I said I called them, I'm sorry, I apologize. I just realized, no, I did not call them. I have their numbers. One is the American Taco Company, and the other one is, fudge, I forgot who it was. Arby's or Wendy's, one of those two, wanted me to click on their website to set up a interview date and time. And if I go to do that, it's going to have to be after the 18th, because that's when, that's when Jerry's bestie is going back home, and she has another radiation test. And Jerry's bestie has to go early in the morning, so we're going to travel up to St. Louis on Sunday and stay the night at a hotel near the airport, and then drop off the bestie and head back to Rolla for the radiation treatment appointment. So things have been hopping pretty, hot and fast lately, and be honest with you, it's been difficult on me because I easily get stressed when things like that happen, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't totally freak out and whatnot. I just went, do me a favor, hon. Since you're better at it than I am, get on the phone and put all that information, all the dates and times for everything that's going on, onto the Google Calendar, so I can, look at the calendar anytime I want to, and Google will notify me the day of the appointments, or within a certain amount of time of the appointments, so I can be a little bit more prepared for dealing with these things, and not going, oh, we got to do this now. Okay, I go bonkers. I go bonkers because I don't always have the frame of mind to handle some of this stuff, because I'm already at that point where I'm watching at the door too, just in case they roll it to the door, because I don't get the notification, which happens all too often, and I don't know why. But I'm happy it's happening. I'm happy we're working on these things and getting these treatments done and over with, so she can hopefully get that, hey, guess what? We got your imagery back from X-ray. We got your information back from the Delbert Day Center with your treatments. We just need you to come into St. Louis for an updated X-ray and a chat with the doctors, so you can either get a bill of health and go home and start using your walker instead of a wheelchair or something like that. That would be the best thing to happen to Jerry on her birthday, because the last thing I want her to hear is, oh no, we gotta wait another 3 months. Doc, no. Me, for one, I love my wife and whatnot, and I know how much it's going to tear her up to have to wait another 3 months. But can you not give her something to support her leg so she can walk? I mean, put her in an air cast. Put her into something that will keep her legs stiff and all the way up to her hip, so she can start walking around the house with a cast. I know that's going to be a pain in the butt, but it would be better than telling her that she's got to wait another 3 months. It's just one of those, okay, you want to tell her that on her birthday, cause her to cry. You need to get your fanny to Rolla to take care of her like I have been on a regular basis, because one, I'm with my wife. I want her to get up and start moving about. That's the first thing. I mean, if she doesn't have to, which I don't have wood in here to knock on, but knock on glass, whatever, that she doesn't get that. I'm hoping that we get up there and they do the X-ray and they look at the X-ray and go, you know what? The tumor in the femur has disappeared, or everything's healed up in the femur, because I don't think she has any more femurs. I think they removed all the femurs in her hip, or in her femur. But I'm hoping they say that the leg, the bone, and whatnot is healed up enough to handle minor toe touch only type pressure, and you can use your walker, or you can bear some weight as long as you're using a walker or something to help you bear weight so you can walk. That's what I want to hear. That and we have talked about it and thought about it, that if the doctors, sorry, something going on over there that looked a little weird. I'm hoping that the doctors say, hey, look, if you get one of those stand-up rollators, not a sit-down rollator, and put the bulk of your weight on there and use the hand grip brakes like my mom has, you can start walking. But until then, no. But I don't want her to get bad news. That's my thing. I don't want to hear the doctor say, oh no, she can't bear weight for another 3 months. That will upset Jerry on her birthday, and it will not please me one bit. I will be like, come on, it's been a year since we discovered she had a problem. Granted, it's only been it was a year in either late July or early August. She noticed a whole lot of pain and she had the diagnosis. But it's been since at least September, maybe later, because I can't, was it September or October she went in for the actual operation. Sorry, I don't remember dates and times. It's felt like a year. Let's just say it's felt like a year. It could be close to a year by now, but I'm waiting for her to be able to start walking on her own, or at least walking with a walker or crutches or something where she's upright and moving about the house. Now, what might be interesting, but no, that would also put weight on her upper leg, is if she got one of those rolling units where you put your leg on it and the bad leg is basically being cradled or held by it while you move about. I don't know if that would work in her situation, but I'm just waiting. I'm just holding on to the diagnosis and hoping that the doctors give her the green. Sorry, been holding my hand on the steering wheel too long and it starts to hurt. But anyhow, that situation today. Sorry, I got cut off. I don't know if that was Jerry trying to get a hold of me or not, but I don't have a message or anything like that, so I might have accidentally hit a button. But anyhow, like I was trying to say earlier, I don't know where things got cut off. I'm hoping to do maybe another video later on for tomorrow from the book I was reading earlier. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to go inside and see what's going on, because that might have been Jerry trying to get a hold of me. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this little video and it's comprehensive, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like that video, I'm sorry. Nothing I can do for you guys. I try my best, I really am. But there's always a few people who just don't like me for whatever reason. If you have any questions or comments about this little video, you can contact me through the messenger system on here. Or if you know me outside of YouTube, like Instagram or Facebook Messenger, you can try to drop me a line there to ask a specific question. But But no, I've been trying to deal with my my question and answer section as best as I can. Anyhow, I'm gonna let you guys go. So you guys have a good day. Enjoy. Oh, one last thing. If you choose to join my channel, which is totally up to you, you just hit the subscribe button. Once you do that, you hit the little bell that pops up, and YouTube will let you know when I put in my next video. So finally, sorry. Hope you guys have a good evening. See you later. Bye.